Welcome to this new series of Business Talk, Season 4, can you believe it, presented by Discovery Business Insurance. And it's been a whirlwind 16 months during this pandemic. COVID has certainly shone a searchlight across the insurance industry, be it in life insurance, where we're seeing a greater number of young people, I think, taking up cover because of the issues around health, or short-term insurance, where motor cars are being used less due to work from home and how claims and rates are being impacted, or even in business insurance, where I think some of the biggest issues have been around business interruption claims. That certainly hogged a lot of the headlines. And what a time to be bringing new insurance products and models to the market as well. Well, to talk about this, I'm joined by Lana Ross, who's the Chief Operating Officer at Discovery Business Insurance, which is all about shared value, as we know in Discovery. Lana, thanks so much for joining us. Firstly, can you just tell us a bit how you started business insurance and why you launched Discovery Business Insurance?
Thank you, Michael, and good afternoon to all the listeners. We launched Discovery Business Insurance in 2018 with a vision of building better businesses in South Africa. We did this because we recognize the significant contribution businesses, especially our SMEs, make to the country's economy. Before the COVID-19 period, it was estimated that SMEs make up 90% of the formal business and contribute 34% to GDP. But SMEs don't always have access to the resources they need at affordable prices. And this can obviously impact their chances of success. Research has shown that South Africa has one of the highest failure rates of SMEs in the world. Before the COVID period, it was estimated at 75%. So with this in mind, we recognized that through our shared value model of insurance, which focuses on creating value and sharing it with clients, we were in the best position to create an insurance offering for South African businesses.
And I think
Yeah, sorry, Michael.
No, I was just going to say that's the interesting point here, Lana, around shared value, because Discovery really pioneered that model in the health sector, effectively positively incentivizing people to be healthier, and that then impacts on claims and the pool for the greater good. How does this model of shared value business insurance help people to build better businesses?
So, Michael, we look at businesses holistically to help clients understand the risks they face and how they can improve so that they can succeed. So what happens is clients get access to technology-enabled risk assessment tools to help them understand their physical risks. They can also assess their business, using the business health check, which will provide them with insights on how healthy their business is in the areas of sales and finance and operations and people. So together with these assessments, help clients understand both their physical and their non-physical risks, giving them a full picture of their risks so that they know what they need to focus on to improve the risk management. Obviously, by improving risk management, they can improve their operations and become better and more sustainable businesses. So it's really about protecting businesses, helping them understand and manage their risks, and giving them access to business support at affordable rates to help them succeed.
And I mean, those kinds of insights are so useful to, I think, specifically smaller businesses who for the longest time have probably thought that's in the realm of a medium to large size company, to have that kind of insight and dashboard into the daily running of my business, the kind of management, accounting, back end. How do you do this? How does business insurance support these key success factors needed for a thriving business, especially in light of this current climate that we're experiencing, where I think SMEs are the outsized proportion of those businesses that are being impacted by the various lockdowns?
Yeah, absolutely. So, our take on business insurance is it's not just about providing insurance to cover and pay for claims. It's about helping businesses to assess their risk in a way that they can avoid having the claims in the first place. So what they do is they reduce their business risk, resulting in lower insurance claims, and that results in insurer savings. We obviously then take these savings and share them with our clients through lower premiums and powerful incentives that encourage them to continue managing their business as well. So this is what we call our shared value insurance.
And that is a very powerful engine. I mean, that's a chassis, as Adrian Gore, the founder of Discovery, would say, that you can build a hugely powerful insurance business on top of.
Absolutely. So we do it in a number of ways. We do it through our driver behavioral program, which is our Vitality Drive for Business. Here we use state-of-the-art technology to keep vehicles and drivers safe, and we reward clients with as much as 30% cash back on their vehicle premiums and up to 50% discount on tires, as well as weekly rewards for driving well. So they also then get access to business coaching, access to finance through our network of partners, because we believe in helping them to grow their business. And then we give them as much as a 50% cash back on their business data spend every month, helping them to thrive in a digital world. So again, it's creating that circle of saying, how do we help businesses in their journey of being better risks? And in so doing, we create that shared value, as you mentioned, the Adrian Gore chassis, and we share back with the clients. And then ultimately, there's less business interruption, which helps the businesses better with their operations, and just creates that positive sort of pool.
Absolutely, that virtuous circle. And I mean, that driver behavior program makes perfect sense for businesses with fleets, small businesses who really want to benefit from being able to reduce those overhead costs. Tell us a little bit more about your business insurance product offering, because I know you've been developing a whole suite of new products that you've just recently launched.
Correct, Michael. I mean, and that is the Discovery way. It's about continuing to understand our clients and understand their business and use those learnings to come up with products and innovation that will, again, assist our clients. So our basic product offers clients comprehensive insurance under a multi-peril policy. So we obviously, when we launched our product, we realized that the way the world does business has changed. So on top of the multi-peril policy chassis, we identified key risks that affect businesses today, the risks of the 21st century, if you will.
Yeah.
And created insurance solutions to help clients face those risks. These solutions include cyber insurance, crisis and reputational management, and social media liability cover, to name a few. You'll if you read the news anywhere, you'll see a lot of the social media coverage and how one protects oneself in terms of the cyber insurance and all the various attacks. It's obviously become very, very topical now as well in the sort of digital world in which we're currently working under COVID.
Yeah, I mean, we've had the Experian data breach leak here in South Africa. There was a Colonial Pipeline issue. So I think cyber, and it was Warren Buffett a couple of years ago who actually put cyber as his number one business risk. And everyone's talking about climate change and interest rates in the macro cycle and how that might be one of the biggest business risks. But here's Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, saying, actually, it's cyber, because we're connected to everything all the time now. And if you're not looking after that, well, you are exposing your business to outsized risk.
That is so true. I mean, it's incredibly topical now. And for us, it's again about providing clients with a cover, but also trying to provide clients with the education, because a lot of people talk about cyber, but there's still a little bit of a disconnect between saying cyber is a risk and then actually practically how do we protect ourselves for that risk. Yeah. So that's where we come in as insurance. I mean, we craft our products to assist our clients so that we can help them to better get practical cover where they need it.
Now, launched in 2018, no one could have gazed into the crystal ball and foreseen what was going to happen in 2020. How has the business been tracking so far, and how has that changed potentially from March of last year into what you're seeing today?
So the business has been tracking well. Our first year of the business was about consolidating and laying the foundations. And obviously, since then, we've done an incredible amount of work getting our name out, getting clients to understand our value proposition, engaging with our brokers. So all these actions have allowed us to grow our client base, to increase our broker support, and increase our market share. So we've seen very positive growth in our book, especially in the last year. if you just look at some of the pointers, our new business has grown 160% year on year. Our broker support has grown 20% annually. And one of the very important sort of indicators to us is when we do put out a quote, how many of those quotes are getting accepted by our clients.
Yeah.
And we've seen an 88% growth in that compared to the year before. So all the indicators are positive. However, it doesn't mean we rest on our laurels. We've used the time since launching to assess our clients' ongoing needs. And we've just launched a number of bespoke insurance products tailored for businesses operating in the different industries. This includes our heavy commercial vehicle product, which has just launched, a tailor-made product for restaurants, again, a tailor-made product for healthcare professionals, and a legal and accounting product.
The one for restaurants really interests me at a time when I think so many restaurants, and I feel for them going into another lockdown, are really at the end of their particular road in terms of cash flow. I know so many restaurants closing their doors. How does this product specifically cater to the restaurant industry during this pandemic?
So, I mean, we looked at it both in terms of the pandemic and in terms of the longevity past the pandemic. So specific to the pandemic, what we've said is there's a cashback benefit for restaurant owners to help them during the difficult time. So we give them a 25% cashback on their non-motor premium, which helps them then with their premium affordability. Now, this is on top of the other sort of bespoke offering that we have in terms of like special cover for point of sale equipment, business interruption cover embedded to a certain amount within the standard product.
Very, very useful at this particular time. And obviously what Discovery sits on is a wealth of data, and that enables you to create that chassis, as I said, that positively incentivizes people. What are some of the insights that you've identified using some of the technology tools you offer to your clients to help deliver better products and solutions for them?
So, Mike, I mean, initially we took our learnings from the personal line space, where the results of the Vitality Drive program there show that clients who drive better have lower claims. We designed a similar program, but obviously specific for businesses. And our Vitality Drive program would then focus specifically on smaller commercial vehicles. So the results there show that vehicles that are driven well have an 87% lower loss ratio within the business insurance space than those that are not on the Vitality Drive for Business program. So this means, again, the vehicles have fewer accidents, meaning they can remain on the road, and that the interruptions to their normal operations for the client are curtailed. Over and above that, we also have the business health check. This is a business diagnostic tool we developed in partnership with Endeavour South Africa. So what it does is it helps clients assess how healthy their business is in the areas of sales, people, finance, and operations. Client answers a series of questions about their business profile. Using data that compares them to similar businesses, we can calculate a scientific score of that business's health and provide them with actionable insights. So what happens then is they also get recommendations on which areas to improve on, as well as access to what we call a specific marketplace, which is then access to sort of, again, tailor-made partners that we've done, that we have arrangements with. And so we'd say to a client who is looking for access to capital, here is a specific deal for a Discovery Business Insurance client, and we would put them then in touch with that partner through the marketplace. Wow. So just, I mean, having a look at some of the results of the clients who've completed the business health check, we find that the area, and it's one I mentioned now, that scores the lowest is access to finance. And I think, that makes sense in the SME space. And again, just, going back to my earlier comments, around 75% of SMEs failing. So if we can help them with access to finance, we can help that bring that number down and see more of our businesses succeeding.
Yeah.
So another interesting one is on the sales side, that we see scores 16% higher than the average score of other sections combined. So again, this suggests that these businesses are focusing on increasing sales. And I mean, you know, we always say sales is the lifeblood of most businesses. Yeah, absolutely. So and just overall, our data also shows that clients who have completed the business health check have a 38% lower loss ratio compared to those who have not completed it. So this then suggests that those who have completed the check have lower insurance claims than those who have not completed it. And it just then reinforces that positive cycle and the shared value model that we're creating.
It amazes me how much insurance is changing. I mean, they always said it, insurance is this grudge purchase, and it's got to be sold. It's not really bought. But I think increasingly what we're seeing is models like this, like the Discovery Shared Value model, adding layers of value that almost becomes a strategic driver inside the business now. And you can't afford not to have these kinds of insights aligned to the way you insure your business against key risks as well. So I think a product that is revolutionizing the market, and I'm sure specifically on the business health check side, that many small businesses could do with that kind of actionable, implementable insights to differentiate and to grow their top and bottom lines through the pandemic and beyond. Because let's face it, I was chatting to Colin Coleman on the show the other day, we need to build this dynamic entrepreneurial culture in the country. And it's products and services like this that certainly serve to feed that ultimate aim. If we're to grow South Africa and we're to get on top of our record levels of unemployment and to get South Africa working again. So Lana, thank you very much for your time. Fantastic sharing your insights into Discovery Business Insurance here on Business Talk on Business Tech. Take care.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me.